All right, get ready for your Depop deep dive. We're going deep into 1,000 ways to hustle Depop.
Oh, this is going to be good.
It is, right? I mean, whether you're trying to, build your shop or just snag those awesome vintage finds.
Yeah.
Or just figure out what this whole Depop thing is all about.
Right.
We're going to cover it all.
Absolutely. Depop, it's not just a place to sell your stuff.
Oh, really?
It's a total vibe.
Yeah.
It's social media
Okay.
meets a marketplace. Like, picture Instagram had a baby with eBay, and Gen Z was the babysitter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not enough to just, take a pic of your thing and put it up there.
No. You got to think about the whole aesthetic, right? Make your shop Instagrammable.
Oh, okay. So it's like you're creating a brand almost.
Totally. You're a curator. You're a stylist.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think high-quality photos,
Mm-hmm.
consistent, like the look and the feel.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
style needs to shine through.
So does all this effort with, making your shop look super cool, does it actually,
Oh, yeah.
bring in the sale?
Absolutely. Depop's algorithm,
Okay.
it loves active shops.
Yeah.
The more you comment, you follow other users,
Mm-hmm.
you're telling the algorithm, hey, I'm an important part of this community.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like networking, but, in the Depop world.
Totally. You're building those connections.
Okay. So who are all these Depop shoppers that we're trying to reach?
Primarily Gen Z and young millennials.
Okay.
They're the tastemakers. They want unique pieces, vintage stuff.
Makes sense. That's why Depop is the go-to for Y2K fashion, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not just about fast fashion anymore.
Are they?
There's a shift towards sustainability,
Oh, okay.
upcycled clothing, vintage, those one-of-a-kind statement pieces.
So, with all these different styles and trends,
Right.
how do we make our listing stand out? Get the attention of those shoppers.
You got to nail the art of the Depop listing.
Okay.
We're talking amazing photos, detailed descriptions, keywords, hashtags. It's got to be visually appealing and super informative.
Okay, let's break it down.
All right.
Photos. I know, as a buyer, if the photos are bad, I'm like, next.
Yeah.
What's the secret?
Natural lighting is your best friend.
Okay.
Find a window. Avoid harsh shadows. Clean background.
So a white sheet or something.
Exactly.
Oh, I've seen people use plants and
You can.
interesting backdrops. Is that too much?
It can be. Remember, the focus is on the item. You don't want the background stealing the show.
Okay, yeah.
Keep it simple.
How many photos should we even be putting up there?
Depop lets you put 4.
Yeah.
Use all of them.
Really?
It's like giving the buyer a 360-degree view.
Okay, 4 photos. What kind of photos are we talking about?
Show the item from every angle. Front, back, side, close-ups to highlight the details.
Oh, okay. So if it's vintage and it has a cool
Exactly.
little flaw.
Show it off.
Okay.
So a mix of big picture and then zoom in. Yeah, you got it. And here's a pro tip from the guide. Include a photo with a measuring tape next to the item.
Genius.
It saves you so many sizing questions.
Oh, that's so smart. I never thought of that. Okay, what about modeled photos? I've seen some people do it.
Those can be really effective, especially for clothes and accessories.
Mm-hmm.
Helps buyers visualize how it fits and looks on an actual person.
So if I'm selling a dress, I should have a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Model it.
And don't be afraid to get creative with the poses,
Okay.
Show off
Yeah.
the item's personality.
So we've talked about photos. What about the descriptions?
Just as important,
Yeah.
think of it as your virtual salesperson.
Oh, okay.
You got to answer all those questions a buyer might have.
Right. So what should we include in the description?
The basics. Brand, size, color, condition. Be super specific about the condition.
Okay.
Even tiny flaws.
Yeah. Gotta be honest.
Honesty is key. Builds trust. Don't forget the materials. Is it cotton? Silk? Leather?
Oh, okay.
Buyers want to know what they're getting.
For sizing, do we just put small, medium, large?
Always include measurements.
Oh, okay.
Like waist, inseam, all that good stuff.
Makes sense, especially for vintage stuff.
It can be tricky, so give them all the info.
Saves you from answering a million questions.
Totally. Now we got to make sure people actually find your awesome listings.
Okay, yeah.
That's where keywords come in. You got to think like a buyer.
Oh, okay.
What would you search for if you wanted this item?
Right. So instead of saying vintage jacket, I should say vintage leather bomber jacket with embroidery.
Boom.
Yeah.
You got it. Those are called long tail keywords.
Okay.
They attract a more specific audience.
Yeah.
More sales.
Cool. Okay, so we got great photos, detailed descriptions, keywords. What about hashtags?
Essential. Think of them as little signposts that guide buyers to your listings.
Okay. So how do we choose the right ones?
Do your research.
Okay.
Popular Depop hashtags, niche-specific ones, you know.
So like a mix of both.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A wide net, but targeted to your ideal buyer.
We've covered photos, descriptions, keywords, hashtags.
It's all coming together.
It is. Now let's talk pricing. How do we figure out how much to charge for our stuff?
Pricing strategy is super important, but we'll save that juicy info for part 2,
Oh, man.
where we'll dive into the art of pricing, Depop hustles, and even more.
All right. I can't wait. All right. So we left off talking about pricing. Like, how do we find that sweet spot? You know?
Yeah, you want to make a profit, but you also got to stay competitive.
Right. Like, there are a ton of Depop shops out there.
Exactly. And this is where understanding Depop's algorithm can give you a serious edge.
Okay. So how do we make those Depop sales happen?
It's all about engagement. Depop loves active users.
Oh, okay.
The more you list, like, comment, interact,
Mm-hmm.
the more Depop boosts your visibility. Think of it like a reward system.
So those little things actually make a difference.
Absolutely. It shows Depop you're a valuable member of the community.
Interesting. So how often should we be, like, putting new stuff up there?
Be consistent. List new items regularly. Even a few times a week keeps your shop fresh and active.
Oh. So every time I list something new,
It's like a little boost.
it's like a signal to Depop.
Exactly.
Hey, look at
You got it. More chances to pop up in search results, explore pages.
Gotcha. What about, like, engaging with other people? Does that actually help?
Big time. Depop is all about community.
Okay.
Follow sellers you like, comment on stuff, respond to messages quickly.
Oh.
It builds relationships and tells the algorithm you're an active participant.
So it's a two-way street.
Exactly. You're not just broadcasting, you're part of the conversation.
Right. Okay, let's talk sales and promotions.
Ooh, everyone loves a good deal.
I know I do. How do we use those to get more people to our shops?
Be strategic. Think about what your target audience would love.
Okay.
Percentage discounts, buy one, get one, free shipping.
Oh, free shipping's always good. How do we get the word out about our sales?
Shout it from the rooftops. Use your shop profile, item descriptions, hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
Get creative. Make some cool graphics for your other social media.
So cross-promote it.
Exactly. The more people see it, the better.
Okay, what about those items that just aren't selling?
Time for a refresh. Depop loves new content. Tweak the description, maybe just the price.
Oh, so I don't have to, like, delete it and relist it.
Nope, just give it a little update.
Oh, that's good to know. Saves time. Okay, I'm ready to take on Depop, but where do we even get all the cool stuff to sell?
Sourcing inventory. It's a treasure hunt. Thrift stores, consignment shops, even your own closet can be gold mines. But we're going to dive deep into sourcing in part 3.
Okay, so we've covered, like, all the basics of Depop, but what about, like, the stuff that can trip you up? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there are definitely some common mistakes, especially for new sellers.
Okay, so, like, what should we be watching out for?
One big one is ignoring trends. Like what's hot today might be totally over tomorrow.
So it's not enough to just list stuff that I think is cool.
Gotta be stuff people actually want to buy.
Yeah.
Do your trend research.
Oh, okay. How do we do that?
Follow fashion influencers.
Yeah.
Browse Depop's Explore page, see what's selling well.
Mm-hmm.
Depop even has a trending items section.
Oh, cool. Okay, so that's one mistake. What else?
Being inconsistent. Remember, Depop's algorithm loves those active users.
Right.
So you got to list new stuff regularly, refresh those listings, engage with the community.
It's like a constant thing.
It is like tending a garden.
Yeah.
If you neglect it, it'll wither away.
Gotcha. So we got to be those Depop gardeners.
Exactly.
But what if you're doing all that and you're still not seeing results?
Then it's time to really understand how that Depop algorithm works.
Okay, so, like, how do we work with it, not against it?
Make sure your photos are amazing, descriptions are detailed, keywords, hashtags, all that.
Yeah.
Engage with other users, refresh your listings. It's all about sending those signals to the algorithm.
Right, like, hey, I'm here.
You got it.
Okay, what about cross-listing? Like, putting my Depop stuff on other sites?
It could be a good strategy, but you got to be careful.
Oh, really? Why?
You don't want to accidentally sell the same item twice.
Oh, yeah.
You need a system to keep track of everything. Double selling is bad news.
Gotcha. So, like, use it, but be organized.
Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about promoting our Depop shops outside of Depop.
Social media is your best friend. Instagram is a must.
Yeah, Instagram is great for, like, showing off your style.
Exactly. It's all visual,
Yeah.
Create that brand identity, high-quality photos, engaging captions, all that good stuff.
Okay, so Instagram is key. What about TikTok? I see so many Depop sellers on there.
TikTok's amazing. especially if you're targeting Gen Z. Those short videos are perfect for showcasing your items.
It's like a whole new way to express yourself.
It is, and don't underestimate Pinterest.
Oh, yeah.
It's a visual search engine, perfect for mood boards and showcasing those Depop collections.
So we got Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, lots of options.
And they all work together to bring people to your Depop shop.
So you mentioned sourcing in part two. Like, where do we actually find all this cool stuff to sell?
Sourcing's an adventure. Thrift stores are classic.
Oh, yeah.
Online marketplaces like eBay, Etsy. You can even create your own items, upcycle things.
I love that. So many possibilities.
Exactly. It's all about finding what works for you and your style.
This deep dive has been so awesome. I feel like I can totally conquer Depop now.
I think you can too. Just remember, have fun with it.
Yeah. Experiment. Try new things.
Depop's a great community to be a part of.
Thanks for joining us on this Depop adventure. Go forth and Depop.
Happy selling!